the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep. Ready.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Got it. Mike 55, Mike 55. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 37. After the turnover, here's Murray. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Murray now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. These guys hooking up right away here, Charles. 2 plays, both passes in his direction, and both catches.
And in our time together, have we not seen the tight end position continue to develop in the passing game? You know, at some point, we may not call them tight ends anymore. We may have to come up with an entirely different way of designating that position and what they do on the field. Because when I hear tight end, I think of the old school, hand in the dirt, blocking on the line of scrimmage. These guys are much more receiver than they are guys who are going to move in the running game.
And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
At the 22-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Topper! Kill!
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the gun, Raider. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. They're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
Right there, 54.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Murray, spinning away. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. And that's complete to McCaffrey. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Check it back.
The toss play to Mixon. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Murray now, 3rd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Christian McCaffrey, his 14th touchdown now of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on. You better bring it. Check. 6-6. Pull it high. Secret.
On 1st and 10, Raider, a dump off to Elliott. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Get it.
Back to throw. Raider. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey.
Here we go. I got 29. I got 29. 31's the mic.
Bud.
Here I come again.
Ready?
Operating from the gun. Raider gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Look at me. Zipper.
2nd and 1. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. There he goes, right side. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Raider. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. Here's a run with Mixon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. On second and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Joe Mixon with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as the Bears push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
From the gun on third down, Rader. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
The average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Looking to throw. Rader able to haul it in is Kittle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. On first down, Rader. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Elliott. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. The Vikings on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Rader. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 38-yard line. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38. Elliott on first down. Got to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. back to throw. Rader. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Tight ends right. 3 down, 3 down. 31's the mic. Time to go, night.
Norm, go.
Looking to throw. Rader. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Hey, Alpha.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rader. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Mike 35. Got you.
Here's Murray. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Ready to break.
31's the mic.
Throwing on first down. Rader. And that's off the mark. Incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home. And they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Rader completes it to the tight end, Kittle. The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Yep. Hey, Delta.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Get it.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw him on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. Joe Mixon in the final seconds of the first half as the Bears push further out in front.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Hey, let's get this. Mike 35, Mike 35. It's a party going.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Off-play action. Rader. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. George Kittle, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
From the gun. Rader to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Switch.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 38, Murray. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down. This Murray now on 1st down. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And down.
Kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the afternoon as the Bears push further out in front.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on. And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off.
His guys take over first and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Get your data.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Check.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
On second and goal, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So a little more space to operate now. First and 10 from right around the 12. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Quentin Williams breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Back to throw. Rader complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. From the gun on third down. Rader, that's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Check. Lucky. Get it.
They'll run with Elliott. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Rader. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Hey, exit.
31's the mic.
So don't say nothing.
31.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And some room to maneuver. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up, and he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Right there. 54 mic.
Here we go.
Back to Mixon on first down. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
It's going to be a long day. That's going to be.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. He'll get it up the middle. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Mixon trying to punch it in. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now, what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
25, check 25. Fair. Now.
On first down, Elliott. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
61, match box, right. Hurry. Shoot.
First down, a run with Cohen. Room here to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. On second down, Elliott. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On third down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line.
A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Bandit. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Get it.
On fourth down, Raider. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here comes the Bears punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. He will not go down.
Have to retake those ankles.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, first and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Not at all what they envisioned on third down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Ready to go.
Let's get it.
Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Chicago, they're now a win away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, it's a loss that could wind up hurting a little as they fall now to 11-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.